Last night on Monday Night Raw, we saw the Women's Royal Rumble winner Rhea Ripley come out and challenge Smackdown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair to the match at WrestleMania. Now, is this WWE's newfound commitment to telling long-term stories blossoming even more? Or is there something here at play for Charlotte Flair? Is there a benefit for Charlotte Flair to making this decision? We're going to talk about it in just a second, so stay tuned. What's up, people? My name's Mex. I'm a wrestling fan, wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleManiac, if you will. And right here at WrestleManiac UK, I discuss everything that's WWE and AEW. So if this sounds like the place for you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. Today's video, firstly, we are going to be talking about the greatness of Rhea Ripley. This woman went through the Royal Rumble coming in at the position number 1, the position that most people don't really want, unless your name is Liv Morgan. You don't really want to come in number 1 in the Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley came in number 1 and she outlasted every single woman. You know what? I actually hate when people say I outlasted everybody. Cody Rhodes said on Monday Night Raw, I outlasted 29 other superstars. I mean, in one way you did, but the other way you came in number 30 and people were gone before you got there. But Rhea Ripley actually outlasted 29 other superstars, amounting to 61 minutes in the Royal Rumble match and being only the 4th person to ever do this, go from number 1 all the way to the winning position, and the first woman to do this. So you know what? Well done, Rhea Ripley. I didn't want her to kind of win the Royal Rumble and get to WrestleMania this way. I wanted her to go through the Elimination Chamber. I feel that would have fit her character just a bit more. But you know what? This is fantastic. She has been absolutely brilliant this year, particularly since joining the Judgment Day. And she's really found her groove again. And yeah, she is going to WrestleMania. She has challenged Charlotte Flair, the Smackdown Women's Champion. And of course, this makes us think back, and Rhea Ripley even referenced this on her promo on Raw, that back in 2020 when the pandemic happened, that's when she thought, you know, she was ready. She challenged Charlotte Flair to the NXT Women's Championship. And when Charlotte accepted, they had their pandemic WrestleMania match where no one was in attendance. A fantastic match that opened up the second night, if I'm correct. And yeah, Rhea Ripley wasn't ready. Charlotte Flair beat her. Charlotte Flair continued to run the roost down in NXT, and it was really unfortunate for Rhea Ripley. This is someone that came up from NXT to challenge one of the big guns on the roster, to start cementing her position as one of the big guns in the company, and it just didn't work out for her. I'm guessing the pandemic was part of what didn't go quite in her favor, but she is ready now, and it's taken a long time. Rhea Ripley wasn't herself for a long time. She was off TV for a long time. She was doing nonsense like tag team crap with Nikki ASH for a long time. Rhea Ripley is back, and this is the Rhea Ripley we always wanted. Even when she had this kind of aesthetic but turned face down at NXT, it wasn't really her. Rhea Ripley is torment. She is nightmare. She is the eradicator. That is what she should be, what she should always be. Her stature says it, you know, her physical presence, her moveset, everything about Rhea Ripley says that she right now is cooking. Honestly, this is one of the best iterations of Rhea Ripley we have seen since she came to WWE, full stop. And like I say, the optimist in me believes that this is WWE wanting to correct the wrongs of the past. They're going to have Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair again. There's going to be a title on the line, this time the SmackDown Women's title. And this time history will not repeat itself. Rhea Ripley will be the victor. And for me, being optimistic and always wanting everything good in the world, this is what I was first seeing and picturing as Rhea Ripley delivered that promo on Monday Night Raw. But sometimes, especially when dealing with wrestling, dealing with WWE, we have to wear our pessimistic, cynical hats. Ladies and gentlemen, she has chosen Charlotte Flair. Why? Charlotte Flair is on the complete opposite brands to where Rhea Ripley has plowed her trade for the past year. She is on Raw. Rhea Ripley is on Raw. Rhea Ripley did not choose the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. Why? Doesn't that seem odd to you? Because it seems odd to me. Rhea Ripley chose someone, yes, from her past, and they can look to repair that story. She didn't choose Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, who she was meant to have a match with at Money in the Bank earlier last year. However, Rhea Ripley didn't pass a medical, was unfit to have that match, and it never happened. Bianca Belair went off doing some stuff with Becky Lynch and all these other people later on in the year. Why didn't they circle back round to Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair? Something they've already kind of teased in backstage segments between the two. that Rhea Ripley would eventually come for her. They didn't choose Bianca Belair. Very, very interesting. Yet they chose the Smackdown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. Someone that Rhea Ripley has had no communication, no run-ins with at all over the past year. She chose Charlotte Flair. And do you know why she chose Charlotte Flair? Because the chances of Charlotte Flair being in the main event, at least on night 1 of WrestleMania, is a lot bigger than it being Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Now, of course, we do not know for sure who is going to main event on what night, unless you're Roman Reigns. That's the only person that's probably ever guaranteed a WrestleMania main event. But Charlotte Flair being chosen against the Royal Rumble winner Rhea Ripley is pretty nailed on that that match is going to main event night 1 of WrestleMania. And they've probably done this not so much for Rhea Ripley's benefit, but for Charlotte Flair's, because once Charlotte Flair main events that match, Charlotte Flair is the only woman in WWE to main event 2 WrestleManias. I hate to be the pessimist, I hate to be cynical, but more so than their commitment to this long-term story, which of course will play into this story, like I'm saying, the benefit is more so for Charlotte Flair to get that accolade, to be the only woman in WWE history to main event 2 WrestleMania pay-per-views. So that's the real reason that Rhea Ripley chose Charlotte Flair as far as I'm concerned. There is a heap of story between these two that has happened which they can draw upon, and this is going to be really good. I'm very, very happy for Rhea Ripley. She is literally one of the best in this division. Her character is so good, let alone her actual ability within the ring. We already know that Charlotte Flair is one of the best in the business. Although a lot of people do not like her character, I am a fan of Charlotte Flair. She gets a bit jarring with how they just shoehorn her in at times. I hear that completely, but she is one of the best. Charlotte Flair is going to main event WrestleMania with the Royal Rumble winner Rhea Ripley. Like I said, the only thing we can hope is that history does not repeat itself and Rhea Ripley comes out with the dub and the Smackdown Women's Championship. But guys, let me know what you think of Rhea Ripley choosing Charlotte Flair. Very, very interesting, you know, why she avoided Bianca Belair altogether and how that's going to play out over the next few months whilst Rhea Ripley is still on Raw. Bianca is on Raw and Charlotte is on SmackDown. Let me hear your thoughts on the matter down below in the comments. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit the like button, give us those thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.